Pretty sure by now you guys have seen this video 1,000 times in your YouTube description box, but you know what? With 1,000 videos from 1,000 different people, that means 1,000 different perspectives and different, opinions on it. So I thought I'd throw my 2 cents and opinions into it as well. If you guys have not been living on the rock, and if you've been on YouTube and if you're watching this video, which I don't know why you wouldn't know by now considering it's in the title, WWE announced today that SmackDown will be going live starting July 19th, and not only that, they'll be reinstating the brand split, so there'll now be a brand with a roster on SmackDown and a brand with a roster on Raw, with the draft probably coming back within the next month or so to, get those brands going. But with the news coming out, everyone's going ballistic, everyone's excited about it. And to me, I'm a person that's going to wait it out and see how it happens. Because on paper, it sounds exciting. I know people really want to see this happen. People have been wanting to see this happen now for a while. But then again, look at it a couple years ago. Actually, not a couple years ago. Probably like 5-6 years ago. When there was a brand split, everyone was saying how there should be one title, there should be one show, or there should be one roster, I should say. And everyone wanted the brand split to end. And the moment it ends, people want it back. So it's just a basis of you want something, when you have it, you don't want it anymore, you want something else. And I hope that's not the case here. I hope people stick with this and stick with wanting the brand split and wanting, SmackDown Live. In terms of the SmackDown portion, let me get that first being live. I'm not 100% too sold on SmackDown being live on a Tuesday, that is. Going up on a Tuesday. But no, if SmackDown was live on Thursday, I'm all for it because, that's good. But since it's on a Tuesday, I'm not sure it's going to play out because you have Raw on Monday, it's 3 hours. The next day, you're going to have a 2-hour SmackDown. And on a pay-per-view week, you have a 3-hour pay-per-view, a 3-hour Raw, then a 2-hour SmackDown. And, if you watch NXT on Wednesdays like I do, it's an hour NXT as well. So you're getting, on a pay-per-view week, a 3-hour Raw, or 3-hour pay-per-view, sorry. A 3-hour Raw, 6 hours. 2-hour SmackDown, it's 8 hours. And NXT, 9 hours of wrestling in a span of 4 days. A WWE program, that is. That's a lot. So, the fact that it's on a Tuesday, I'm not really too much of a fan of. But I'm all for a fan of it being live a fan of it being live in general. I think it's a good idea. I know a lot of people don't watch SmackDown because it's taped. But then again, people said they didn't watch SmackDown a couple years ago because it's on a Friday night. When it moved to Thursdays, people still didn't watch it. So, I don't know if people just use it as an excuse or if they're actually going to tune in now. But I do hope people do tune in because now, since SmackDown, with the brand split now in effect, you're getting two different stories now. You're not getting a continuation of Raw on SmackDown. You're not getting a continuation of SmackDown on Raw. It's two different stories, which I do like now. You're not getting repetitiveness like you do all the time. So I like that. I like that portion. I like SmackDown. I'm a fan of I'm a fan of SmackDown going live, but I just wish it was still on Thursday rather than Tuesday. Because like I said, you're going to have back-to-back shows, which I'm not really too happy for. I'm not really too much of a fan for. That's why I always like SmackDown being on Thursday and Fridays, because you have the Raw, then you have a couple-day gap, and then you have SmackDown, then you have a couple-day gap again until Raw. Instead, now you're getting back-to-back rather than Raw, couple days, SmackDown, couple days. It evenly spread out, in my opinion, because then you have a couple-day break and come back, and now you're just getting back-to-back, then you have almost a week break before coming back to it. So that's why I'm not a fan of being live on a Tuesday, but you know what, it is what it is. It's live, so I'm just happy about that. But yeah, going to the brand split now, I'm not 100% too sure what to think about it, because I said it recently in a video that I don't think the brand split should come back, even though they do have a huge roster where guys should be split up, that way they get more TV time. But then again, in this day and age, is it really needed because of how it's going? I'm not sure how it'd be spreading it, because you have one roster where you have all these different things you can do, but now with the rosters being split, you're limited in what you can do on each show. Like, if you have Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and whoever on SmackDown, you have Seth Rollins, John Cena, and whoever on Raw, you're only, narrowed to certain choices for feuds and whatnot and storylines. So that's one negative I gotta say about it. But a positive is the fact that people are be getting more TV time. You're probably getting guys like Fandango and Tyler Breeze more TV time. So that's a good, seeing guys that getting opportunities they wouldn't get right now. But another negative is for Raw, mainly, because you're going to fill a 3-hour Raw with a limited roster. Have fun with that. If you thought you were seeing filler stuff you didn't care about now, like a Social Outcast versus so-and-so match, you're going to get a lot of that on Raw now. Because if you have a bunch of people that people don't care about, like if you're getting a Heath Slater versus Victor match, or a freaking Kalisto versus, I don't know, Darren Young match, like you're going to get a lot of things you're probably not going to care about on Raw, especially for 3 hours. Unless they expand every segment of match by 25 minutes, you're not going to get a lot of good things on Raw, I feel. I'm not saying it won't be a good show, and maybe they'll get guys over, and that way they'll become a bigger star, and they'll care more. Maybe that'll probably happen, but I don't know. I have a main concern in terms of a 3-hour Raw with a limited roster, so that's one of my main concerns. But Yeah, I do think you'll get a lot of guys will get a lot of opportunities. And another negative to me is the championships. Are they going to bring back another world championship, which they shouldn't be doing? To me, even though it kind of defeats the purpose of a brand split, I would have the world champion, the women's champion, and tag team champions be on both shows and defend on both shows. That way, they get opportunities on both sides and have the U.S. Championship be exclusive to Raw and the Intercontinental Championship be exclusive to SmackDown. That's just how I would do it. You know, I think bringing back another world championship, bringing back another tag team championship. Actually, another tag team championship can benefit on another brand. So I think tag team championship isn't too bad. But I think the world championship especially needs to be a single championship. I don't think they should bring back another world championship because look at, you know, it devaluates it to the prestige of one by bringing another one in. It's just like you have two world champions when it should always be one world champion. I would just have it be done the way it did it in 2002. You know, 2002, where you know you had the champion on both shows for a little bit before they brought in the world championship, of course. But just have the champion be on both shows. That's how I would do it. It's done to bring back two championships, world championships that is. But yeah, I'd have the women's championship do the same as well, going back and go on both shows. And the tag team titles, they can do that, but I wouldn't mind them bringing back another tag team championship. But the brand split being back, that's something I have to wait for. But like I said, I know people are excited for it. I know people want to see it, but I just, with this roster, you know, they don't really have the star power. And, you know, it's gonna suck seeing, like, you know, guys you want to see on a certain show being the other show. Like, you're not gonna see, like, if Dean Ambrose or Seth Rollins or whoever, guys, Kevin Owens, people really like on SmackDown. You know, you're going to want to see him on Raw too, but since you're not going to be able to see him on Raw, it's going to suck only seeing him on one show. But then again, it does bring the importance of that show because you have to tune into that show to see these certain people. So it does bring the importance of the show by having it, you know, having certain guys be on a certain show. But I don't know. I want to wait it out and see because I know, like I said, on paper it's an exciting thing. I know a lot of people are excited about it, but I want to see how it plays out to really, you know, form an opinion on it. So I just want to see how it goes about it, and I want to see people actually stick to their work. And like I said, I know a lot of people are excited. They're, I'm going to start watching SmackDown now. But in 6 months, I want to see those some people are saying that are still watching SmackDown and caring about it. Because people said they weren't watching SmackDown a couple years ago because on Friday nights. Moved to Thursday, and they still weren't watching SmackDown. So I want to see if they keep their words some round. But yeah, that's my thoughts on SmackDown going live. The brand split, like I said, it's a big waiting out process for me. I don't want to get too excited or too happy about it until it plays out. So that's just my view on it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave you guys thoughts in the comments below about the SmackDown going live, as well as the brand split return if you guys would like. Until the next video, I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys again for watching the video.